Hello and happy Saturday. Weekend is here. It's time to cash in and get outside. It's going to be beautiful here in Northern California today. Hopefully, spring is sprung where you're from. Looks like I got a mess going on in my crystal shop, but we got big shit going down tomorrow. Doing a what do you call it? An event pop-up booth in Jamestown, California. Drinking the Joe, getting ready to head to birthday party today for the grandson. Happy birthday to Jax. Let's get rolling. First game of the day, we're going to go on athletics and the Tigers. Detroit's definitely overachieving. I like Blackburn in this matchup against Maeda. I used to like Maeda when he was a Dodger, but one thing that stands out in this matchup is Oakland. They almost won that game yesterday, and they luckily didn't because they had Detroit. But Oakland does have a pretty good record against Detroit. They're 17-3 when playing in Detroit. I think the time has come for Detroit to get back to where they belong, middle of the road. Get a plus 130 with Oakland today. I think you got some good value there. Let's go on to our next game, Cleveland at the Twinkies. Cleveland is definitely overachieving. Another one is going to be brought back down to reality real soon here. They've been hitting the ball somehow. I mean, they don't even have an offense, but they have been winning. But when it comes to pitching, Carrasco has got a 5.4 ERA. Gave up 30 earned runs against Oaktown. He's lost his last 3 starts. He's 1-2 versus Minnesota. Gave up 3 and 6 in his 2 losses. Ryan, it's hard to go on this one. Ryan is really shut Cleveland down. 2 earned runs, all 3 starts against them. However, he's lost all 3 starts against Cleveland because the Twinkies cannot hit the fucking ball. He's lost 1-2, 1-2, and 0-2. So it's really going to come down to. Looks like the wind is blowing in. Not sure how much, how correct these wind statements are, but Cleveland's won 3 in a row. They've been smashing the ball. Minnesota, they can hit when they want, and like yesterday, they scored 2 runs. Just not a game that I want to lay any of my hard-earned money on. What we got next? We got the I believe it's the Cardinals. The 0-8 Marlins with Rogers with a 7.20 ERA going against the Cardinals 4-4 with Steve Matz pitching with a 3.38 ERA. I know eventually Miami's going to have to win a game. Head-to-head, they're pretty even, 5-5. They score a lot of runs when they play each other. Usually it's always over 7 runs. Total here is 8, so it's kind of tough. Rogers in his last 3, he gave up 4 earned runs, 1 earned run, 1 earned run. He's lost both starts against the Cardinals. However, he's only given up 1 and 2 earned runs. Matt's is 1 and 2 versus Miami. Gave up 6 earned runs his last outing. That was 2019, and I think probably back then it was with the Mets, I would believe. I'm not sure. So, I don't know. I like the Cardinals in this matchup, but when you dig deep, it's really not a good matchup for either side. It's pretty close. Looks like Cardinals had a couple of injuries that are going to play. Contreras, the catcher, and Brendan Donovan, second baseman, are both look like they're going to be in the starting lineup. Miami has just been underachieving, and the Cardinals, they're the Cardinals. They're usually always around 50-50, maybe a 60% win percentage. I don't think that today is Miami's day to break this streak. I think they're going to go 0-10 before they break the streak. Maybe 0-11. No, probably 0-10. So tomorrow, Monday, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's move on. If I was to have to bet this game, I'd probably have to side with the Cardinals. There's not. Well, there's one game that's going to our VIP members today. If you've not signed up for our VIP membership, go to badassbets.com and we will hit you up, take care of you. Let's see here. How are we going to do this? There we go. So the link for the membership is in the chat. Then we got the Dodgers going against the Cubbies. Dodgers almost came back yesterday to win that game, but I didn't like either side on that. It's hard for me to bet against Hendricks. Hendricks is one of my favorite Cubby pitchers. Yamamoto didn't give up any earned runs and still took. Well, he didn't. I'm sure he didn't get the L, but the team lost against Cardinals on his last start. And in the first start of the year, he was in Europe or some fucking who knows where. But he gave it 5 earned runs in 1 inning, so he got smashed. Wicks for the Cubbies. He's won 3 in a row. 2, 6, and 3 on the earned runs. Neither pitcher has faced the other team. The Dodgers being minus 190 is just crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably just lay off this game. If you want a little plus money, this would probably be the chance to take the Cubbies plus 159. But you're going to have to sweat that game out. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game, even though the wind's blowing in. It looks like Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I was on Baltimore yesterday. These two teams are pretty close. I think the Pirates are going to fall back down to reality. They do this almost every year, get off to a good start. So, but the pitcher they got today, Falter, he's probably going to falter today. Pittsburgh's been doing it with their bats. Wells has given up 3 earned runs in his last 3 starts. He beat Pittsburgh 2-0 last year. Falter, he lost the first game of the year. It looks like 1-4, gave up 3 earned runs. So, no, sorry, that was Wales again. Falter won his first game, giving up 6 earned runs. No, come on. You're going to give up 6 to Baltimore. I think Baltimore's going to smash. Looks like the wind might be blowing out 10 miles an hour. Yesterday went to 7. What we got for the over 8? Yeah, 8.5. So they pumped it up a little bit today. I think it was 8 yesterday. So now 8.5 today. It could hit 9. I think Baltimore is the play in this game. And what we got next? Phillies at Washington. I think we got Ranger Suarez going against Jake Urban. Both have a 5.40 ERA. Obviously, the Phillies have the better lineup. Just as long as Suarez can hold him down. His last 3 starts, he's given up 3, 3, and 0 on the earned runs. Urban gave up 3, 5, and 4. All 3 are losses. Suarez against Washington, he's lost his last 2, 4-5, 4-5. Gave up 2 earned runs, 5 earned runs. He beat him early in last year, 11-3. Urban's only start against Philadelphia got crushed. Actually, no. They lost 3-12, but he never gave up any earned runs through 6 innings. They pulled him out and gave up 12 earned runs. Crazy. Looks like strong winds blowing in. So I would have to side with the Phillies in this, minus 180, and they're just jacking you off the bat this year. They don't want anybody to take this money. So let's see. You could parlay Baltimore with Philly and drop that down, or just pay the fee, 180 to 100. Let's see. We're going to skip the Mets and Cincy. I think that's a shit game. Toronto and New York, that's a hard call. I actually kind of like Toronto in this game. With the gas man pitching, 2.08 ERA against Clark Schmidt with a 5.06. I know Toronto beat him yesterday, so I'm not sure if they're going to come in again and beat them again in New York, but the stats say they will. However, Schmidt is 3-0 in his last 3 starts, giving up 3, 2, and 2. Gassman against New York is 1-2 with 0 earned runs, and 2 earned runs. Schmidt is 0-2 versus Toronto. So, like I said, I'm gonna probably throw a little bit of cash on Toronto. It looks like they're minus 102, so not bad, but it's not a heavy hitter. This game I kind of like today. Houston against Texas. Texas smashed them yesterday. Oh, shit. Looks like they might have changed pitchers. John Gray throwing for the Rangers. Got a 9.82 against J.P. France for the Astros. J.P. France has lost his last 3 starts, giving up 3, 2, and 5. John Gray is giving up 4, 1, and 4. France has beat Texas, both times he pitched against them with 5 earned runs and 0 earned runs. Gray has lost all 3 to Houston. Shows the wind's blowing 18 miles an hour out, but I've been in that stadium. It's a dome. They do have a lid on top that they can open, but I don't think it's time to open the lid today. I'm going to throw a little cash on the Stros. Then Chicago White Sox at Kansas City. Actually, when I said that parlay earlier, what was I saying? Philadelphia might be a good way to tie it together. Philly and the Royals, 2-teamer, get you like a little bit of a plus money on that. Flexing his muscles, got an 8.31 ERA in his last 3. No, this season. He got smashed 9-0 against Atlanta on his first start of the year. However, he has beat Kansas City 2 games, 4-1, 6-2, give up 1 earned run both games. And Waka, Pac-Man is 2-1 versus the White Sox, 0 earned runs, 5 earned runs, 3 earned runs. Looks like heavy, strong winds blowing out 23 miles an hour. Chicago is 1-6 in KC. KC looks like they got everybody playing today. I'd have to side with KC a little bit. Like I said, probably good to parlay Kansas City with Philadelphia. Both are high spreads and kind of iffy, not solid. Now this play I like a lot. Let's see. Yeah. All right, we're going to skip that one because that's going to be for our VIP members. I love that game. I think we're going to just smash the fuck out of them today. We've seen yesterday Arizona should have beat Atlanta. Somehow they let them come back. Speaking of comebacks, the worst comeback defeat that I've had this year so far, Tampon Bay. They came back in the 9th inning to take the lead just to give up a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th to lose the fucking game. And I had a grip on Tampa Bay yesterday. 36 mile an hour winds in Colorado today. Looking for some high scoring shit going down. However, Tampa Bay has Brandon Lowe is questionable. Again, Josh Lowe is out. Franco, both their shortstops are out. So Tampa's lost 2 in a row. That was Colorado's 2nd win of the year, it looks like. So myself, I'll have to jump back on board with Tampa Bay, but it does look like a high-scoring game today with the wind blowing straight out. They only have it at 11.5, so I think yesterday it was like 13 or something. Tampa Bay is just one of those teams that usually knows how to win. Usually Fridays are always a rig day. It's a good day for dogs to win. I think the books pretty much cash in on Fridays, knowing that people are getting their paycheck from their job, just over broke job, and puts them back in the hole, and takes their bankroll away on the weekends when you can really win some money. San Diego at San Francisco, don't like it. I don't really know who the Keaton Wynn pitcher is, or Michael King. Both have huge ERAs. It should be sunny in San Francisco. Looking out the window, I'm pretty sure we're done with the rain here. It was cold and snowing and raining and shit in Northern California for the last few days. But I think we're on a break now. We're on spring break. Getting ready to go from, what were we at? Like 37, 36 yesterday, 36 degrees, and it's supposed to be 80 degrees by Friday. So shit's about to turn around, take off. Let's see these pitcher matchups. Man. "14-mile-an-hour wind blowing out." I think a little bit of an edge to the Padres in this game. They're pretty much even. I think they're both minus 110. It looks like San Francisco's 120 now. I would have to side with San Diego in this game. Might be able to get a little plus, or at least even money. Last game for baseball, Red Sox and Angels. Red Sox took them out. I had Red Sox huge yesterday in the first 5, which cashed 4-0, and then they gave up they were up 6-0, gave up the lead 6-6, and then came back and won it. I don't know if they went extra innings or what, but they ended up winning in the end. They don't really have a great record playing in Anaheim or wherever the fuck the Angels are playing these days. Whitlock, he's got a good ERA, 1.8. He's only given up 1 earned run his last 2 outings. One of them was against Toronto, so he can hold the good teams down. He is 2-1 versus the Angels, 1-4-2 on the earned runs. Reed Detmers lost to Boston. 1-2 against Boston, 2-0 on 3 earned runs. So it's going to be a pretty good pitching matchup. Wind blowing out 8 miles an hour. Boston is 1-4 when playing in LA in their last 5. Looks like no real injuries to report. Boston's on a roll. They won 5 in a row now. So I mean, 3 of those were against Oakland, and 1 was Seattle. Angels broke their 4-game streak last night. I think the Angels probably come back and win this game today, but it was a pretty close game. So I wouldn't pay too high of a price either way. All right, let's move on. We're going to hit this hockey real quick because this is where my main bets are today. We've already sent out our VIP pick for the hockey games today. I'm not going to run through everything. I'm just going to kind of go over my points of interest. I do like Pittsburgh today against Tampa Bay. I'm a huge Tampa Bay fan. The over is 7-2 when playing in Pittsburgh. Tampa Bay has a couple of players that are questionable. They actually have 4 players that are questionable today. So that is the question. Will they play or will they not play? Tristan Jerry looks like he is available for Pittsburgh, but I'm not sure that he's going to be the goalie. So Tampa Bay just played 2 days ago. They beat Montreal. I had them in that game on the puck line. Pittsburgh's won 3 in a row and 5 of their last 6. It's not a strong bet either way, but you are getting even money with Pittsburgh Penguins today. Florida at Boston. This line's moving, and Florida's looks like the money's on Florida. However, I like the Bruins in this matchup. They're 6-2 against Florida, 23-9 at home. The over is 5-2 in Boston when they play each other. Actually, in both head-to-head, it's 10-4 to the over. I don't see any real injuries. I mean, the injuries that they have had have been out for a while. Florida has been kind of iffy lately. They are 2-6. Actually, let's go 3-7 in their last 10. So they've been kind of playing a little shitty. Boston's on a 3-game win streak, playing a little bit better. I know they had some bad outings earlier in the year, but I think Boston is the play in this game. I hate betting against the Panthers, but I think Boston at home can pull it out and maybe even go over. The next game we're going to skip because that is our VIP play of the day. St. Louis against San Jose. San Jose is just fucking horrible. I hate to scramble for this right now, but let's check it out. Just so we get you the right information. So we're looking for St. Louis. So it looks like St. Louis is not going to make the playoffs. They need 7 points real quick, and I don't think it's going to happen. So do they fold up shop today, or do they pull this out and finish the season strong? They are 8-2 out of their last 10 against San Jose. They're only 17-19 on the road. So, but San Jose is only 10-23 at home. I like St. Louis in this game. They're kind of back and forth, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win. They lost their last game against Nashville, so they're due for a win today. Sharks, loss, win, loss. Sharks are 1-9 in their last 10. And the only game they won was against St. Louis, 4-0. So I think it's a revenge factor. St. Louis is pretty heavy favorite at -230. I think they're going to fucking destroy them. So puck line, maybe. Or we could parlay that, maybe do a parlay with the Stars and the Blues. Actually seen them play in Dallas in the playoffs the year that St. Louis won the title, and then the following year I think Dallas won the title. But if you haven't been to a hockey game, best sport in your life to go see and set right by the glass. It'll be the best experience you ever had as far as at a sporting event. Toronto, you can also parlay the St. Louis with Toronto. I think Toronto wins this game against Montreal. However, when I first looked at this, Montreal has some kind of a stat against them. They're 6-3. Toronto is 1-5 when playing in Montreal. Toronto has a lot of injuries going on. They lost to Tampa Bay 1-4. Tough. I mean, Toronto's definitely the better team, but seems like they can't play in Montreal for some reason. Maybe they got a jinx put on them one of these long time ago. New Jersey and Ottawa, I'm not going to touch it. Nashville and the Islanders. So when I first looked at this game, I'm thinking the Islanders should win this. And then when I dug deeper into it, so the Islanders are setting in third of the Eastern. However, Washington is 1 point behind them for the playoff spot. So this game is pretty much a must-win for the Islanders. However, when I looked into this game, I'm pretty sure, Nashville is 10-0 straight up against the Islanders. They crushed them too. They beat them by 2 points every game, where they're averaging 4.6 to 2.3. Let's see. They beat them 3-1 at home, 4-1 in Islanders. Islanders are on a little roll right now. They won 3 in a row, 4 out of the last 5. Nashville was on a losing streak until they beat St. Louis a couple days ago. It's a tough matchup. Going by the trends, it's showing Nashville's going to win this game and knock the Islanders out of the playoffs. But Washington still has to win in order to overcome them. So you can't really lose a point. Worst case is they stay in 1 point above Washington for the wild card spot. Let's see, Vancouver and LA. Man, I don't know on this game either. I got a couple of just great plays today, and the rest of the slate looks so iffy. You can flip a coin at. Who are we looking at? Kings and the Canucks. So Canucks are number 1. Kings have the wild card. Looks like the wild card is sewed up for the Kings, so I don't think they're going to need anything here. Nashville's 1 point ahead of the Kings. So they're saying that the Blues, back to the Blues game, the Blues still have a little bit of a chance of winning, of getting in the playoffs, but they would need the Kings to lose pretty much the next few games in a row, every game in a row, which this one, it could happen. Vancouver is definitely a better team. The trend in this game is that the over is 9-0, and not the over, the under. It went 9-0 on the under when these two teams play each other. I hate taking unders, but that might be the play of the day. 5.5, so get a 3-2 game. That's what they're predicting on the chart here. I think Vancouver beats them, but I'm probably not going to play a side in this. If I do play it, I'll probably just take the under and go with the trend. I mean, 9 games in a row, it's went under. Why will it change today? And then our last game in hockey before we get to the March Madness. Final four. Edmonton Oilers at Calgary. Edmonton played last night. They crushed fucking Colorado. I had a huge parlay with Colorado last night that could have hit. But that was my mistake because Colorado had played the night before and I didn't pay attention to that stat. In this one, Edmonton is 8-2 straight up versus Calgary. They did play last night. That's the only thing that would scare me off of Edmonton tonight. But they are 5-0, under 7-3. Calgary has two guys that are questionable tonight. Calgary is on a hell of a losing streak. They've won one game in their last 8. So let's see where they are. Calgary is officially eliminated, so they really don't have anything to play for in this one. Edmonton, they might be able to catch Vancouver. I think they pretty much have solidified their spot in the play. Yeah, they clinched, so they're in the playoffs. So another tough game to call. Calgary beat them last game 6-3 in Edmonton. And then Edmonton beat them 3-1 in Calgary, 5-2, 2-1. So I'd have to edge with Edmonton, but the 170 is just a little crazy. Even though Calgary is eliminated, so they might not come out and play. They might have a bunch of scrubs playing. All right, so let's get on with some basketball. Let me hit this one NBA because this one kind of stood out to me for some reason. And I shouldn't say never because I did have the Mavericks yesterday against the Warriors money line, which we hit. I kind of like the Lakers when I first seen this game. They were -4 last night. I have them winning by 5, and they are 7-3 against against Cleveland. Let's see what else we could find on these stats, trends. Over is 14-6 when they play Cleveland. Lakers are 13-1 against the Eastern Conference. Looks like Porter Jr. is going to play, and Okoro and Wade are out. With the Lakers, you never know who the fuck's going to play. So LeBron and Anthony Davis are questionable every fucking day. It's so stupid. They play this fucking game. That's why I hate the NBA. It's all rigged. It's all bullshit. It's made for trannies. But the Lakers are on a fucking roll. They're 8-2 in their last 10. I bet the Lakers last night when I seen it at 4. It's now up to 5. So I just wanted to look at that one more time before we head over to college basketball. But I'm siding with the Lakers in this game. I think they're going to crush. As long as their so-called stars play, shouldn't be a problem. All right, so now we're into the college basketball Final Four. Who y'all like? Y'all like Bobby Hurley's brother rolling down the lane with the big dude in the middle? I just don't think Connecticut can be stopped. UConn is just a powerhouse, and they have one of the best coaches. First game though, North Carolina State against Purdue. Looks like Purdue's taking money. I mean, they were 33-4. They were ranked number 1 for quite a while. NC State, has their time ended? Is this the end of the journey for them today? I believe Purdue wins this game, but I believe NC State probably covers this spread. It went from 9 last night. Now it's 9.5. 146 seems. The the over under on this is tough because I mean they're averaging 159. Both teams put together. Purdue is 2-1 against them. They beat them 82-72, so that one went over, and then the other two went under 66-61, 60-53, and it's just a tough one. North Carolina State's definitely on a roll. They play that ghetto ball basically, beat the shit out of you down low. But Purdue, if they could hit their shots, they could just annihilate NC State today. But you got to look at NC State. They beat Duke, they beat Marquette, North Carolina, Virginia, Duke again. They North Carolina State, people are overlooking them. I think they cover that spread plus 9.5. But Purdue did fucking roll Gonzaga. 148 was a total in that. So it's just a tough game to call. I myself took NC State plus 9. And what I'll probably do is wait for halftime, or maybe try to get a live bet, see if one of the teams gets up, and then smash the other side. I mean, Purdue could get off to a little quick start, and then you might be able to get NC State plus like 15 or something. But my stronger bet is going to be the UConn-Alabama game. I think UConn covers the spread, even though their prediction is only 5 points, 82-77. Bama can score. So the thing is that Bama's had some injuries. I think that their guy's coming back today. He is a 3-point threat that could hit. He could smash from 3 points. But UConn is 2-0 and 2-0 against the spread when they've played against Alabama in the past. Last game was 2022. UConn smashed them by 15. Total score was 149. And then the time before that, UConn beat them 87-71, so 158. What's our over today? 160. Yeah, it's going to be close. I would say just side with UConn. They've covered both times they've played them. I wouldn't fuck with the over and under. Alabama is 8-2 to the over on a neutral court, and UConn is 3-8 to the under on a neutral court. So it just depends on which team plays whose game, So Alabama's 1-8 straight up, which doesn't mean anything because we're talking about spread here. Latrell Whiteside, right side, is upgraded to probable. The guy's been having demons rolling around in his head too long from concussions or whatever the fuck he's got going on, but it's been an ongoing problem. So who knows? UConn might give him a nice big shoulder down low and roll his marbles around a little bit, rattle his marbles, and fuck him up. So Bama beat Clemson, North Carolina. They lost to Florida 188-102. So I mean they've been scoring. They've been scoring in the 170s most of the year, 180s, over 170 most of the year. UConn crushed Illinois by 25. Held them low. So that's the thing, is their defense. So that's why it's hard to take this over on this. Their defense has only given up 52, 52, 58, 52, 57. We're gonna smash on UConn minus 11.5. It looks like it might go to 12 soon. So if you're gonna bet this game, I'd bet it sooner than later, unless you're a Bama fan, Bama better. The longer you wait, the more plus you'll get. Over and under 160, I think it's very, very close. I think it's going to be within a couple of points, so I'm not going to touch it. Um, so that should wrap up the winners for today. Once you get paid, head on over to harleyray.com. Discover the magic of gemstones, crystals, non-toxic scented candles. Before I came on the live here, we were watching some of the Native American elders, Hopi Prophecy and Navajo Nation, and they were talking about how they would take sage and use it in their tea, and also in the sauna. Anytime they would go out hunting, they would always cleanse their scent with using the sage. He even said that they would put it in their shoe just to mask the smell, so that the deer don't smell them coming. But it's a very if you don't know about sage smudging, you can make tea out of this. You could throw a little bit of a couple leaves in the water, let it soak overnight, steep overnight, and then drink it in the morning. That will clean out your entire insides. You can light it. We just had some going, but I think it all burned out. But sage clears 93%, kills 93% of all airborne toxins. So it's good shit. Used for centuries, and releases negative energies. Come on, dog. Let me see. I want to show you some more shungite. Got to get yourself some shungite if you want to be healthy. You take these shungite spheres and put those in your water bottle. Let that set for about 30 minutes before you drink it, and it purifies your water, takes all that nasty ass shit out of it. Shungite bracelets, great for protection. The shungite blockers for your phone and computer. I think we only have a few of these left, so suggest if you're wanting to block the EMF shit coming off your computer and your cell phones, get these now before they're gone. I know for a fact that if we do get any more, they're going to be probably 2 to 3 times more than what these ones are right now. We got a good deal on these, so we're letting them go really cheap. 11.11. Let's see, there was one more thing I wanted to show y'all. If you're not ready for abundance, you better get yourself a candle, abundance candle. These things are awesome. All non-toxic, made with soy wax, essential oils that non-toxic, all made by hand here. As you can see in the background, we got some boxes over there. One thing, so we did a test where we bought some wax melts from a company who's supposed to be like one of the premier, best, whatever the fuck you want to call them, candle makers. When we got the wax melts from the other company, they were yellow from sitting in the sun or being made a long time ago, and they were all broken to pieces. And worst part is they had hair in the bottom of them, which could have easily been seen if they gave a shit about their products. All these are made by hand with love and care. We even have the wax melts, abundance wax melts. So If you're on a losing streak and you need some money, badassbets.com will get you in the winner's circle, and then harleyray.com to get that abundance flowing in your life. Get yourself some sage and some abundance candles and thrive. Today is day 55. Today's day 55 of our 75 hard. We're 20 days away from finish line. 2 workouts a day. Get the book on mental toughness from Andy Frisella. Read that shit while you're doing 75 hard. It will change your life. We've been in the gym basically every day. We're doing hikes, doing walks, a little bit of jogging, brisk walks. When we say walks, we're not just strolling down the road. We're like sweating it out. If you haven't started your own business, you want to be an entrepreneur, hit us up, DM us, follow us on Instagram. Probably the best way to chat with me directly is Instagram. You can always text me 530-416-1707. But if you want to get on the journey to entrepreneurship and change your life with 75 hard, let's do it together. And this is another book that I highly recommend. If you're, have you ever looked into e-commerce, selling shit online? This is my next book that I'm about to read by Dan Martell. Haven't read this yet, so I can't recommend it just yet, but I'm on about halfway through with 9-Figure Mindset, I think it's called. So anyway, have a great day, everybody. We're off to Bounce House birthday party, and we're gonna have some fun. And then we gotta go get our workouts on. So if you see my screen back here, you can see the XO, the sage. We put all of our candles in these black boxes. And then we stick them up in the dark room so that they don't yellow or get fucked up. And they come to you pristine, clean, and great smelling. All right, everybody. Badass Bets is out. We're going to win some money today. And hit us up, badassbets.com. Text me, whatever you need to do. Let's win together. And